See, Shanti was created by me and Richard Bach. Richard Bach was my producer. World Pacific Jazz Records, Liberty Records. And I just finished making my own album in Santa Barbara. My first Friday, no more bands, just me. I called my friend Michael because it's my connection in LA. Remember Andy Williams?
Yeah.
Michael used to play with Andy Williams, guitar. And he's really a space cadet. He's wonderful. We had many great times together. And a TMer, meditator. So I called Michael and said, Michael, I just finished my first LP. I want to come to LA. He says, oh, perfect timing. I'm going to a wedding this weekend, and the guy's the producer. I'll introduce you. I'm like, oh, great. So I got in my car, went down there, and I met Richard Bach and his wife, new wife, Janet Bach. And he was really nice, genuinely nice. And he meant every word he said. He says, look, we'll be back on our honeymoon in 2 weeks. Call me. Remember Genesee on Sunset? You know what Sunset Fairfax is? So you have Fairfax, and you have Sunset Boulevard. Go 1 block over, right on the corner. There's this house, it's like a big house. And that was Richard Bach, Aura Productions. That was our office. So I went to see Richard, and he loved my music. And then he took me to an Indian concert where Zakir and Ashish Khan and Ashish Khan were playing. I was blown away. I had no idea that anybody could do what they did, the tablas. I was amazed. And I got to meet Zakir and shook his hand, and I couldn't get the sound out of my head. For weeks, I called Richard up and said, Richard, you think after Ashish playing my song I have called Please Be Happy? He says, yeah, they want you to play drums. I nailed in, I brought Steve Leach in, I brought Steve Hale, I brought these guys helping me, and we're helping Ashish. It wasn't the intention of the band. So Richard was in the studio while we were playing, and he comes in, he goes, okay, it's time for you to hang up your egos. We're going to start a band. We're going to call it Fresh Air. And I thought that was such a lame name. I said, no, let's call it Shanti. And everybody just went, yes, Shanti. It means peace. It's an Indian word that means peace. We're playing Indian and rock and roll. Shanti is the most perfect name. So I take credit for that. Armin Erdogan signed us to Atlantic Records. Junior, that's like the President of the United States. Yeah, boy. We're talking big. Shanti could have become more famous. That's the power it has. We didn't take drugs. It was all natural. The intention was as high as you could get it. And the last thing that happened is that kind of energy released on the world. They're not going to let it, and they did. They killed the band.
Who killed the band?
Them and Ravi Shankar.
The them?
Well,
Who's the them?
Ravi Shankar, no. Somebody went to Ravi Shankar. Yeah, Ravi Shankar, George Harrison. They discouraged, they said, John and George Harrison, don't support Shanti. I heard that 20 years later. I didn't know when it happened. I heard it, and when I heard it from Ashish, it nailed it that it's true. He was heartbroken. I don't know if you know what it's like to be in a really good band.
Of course not.
You bring a lot of happiness to people. People you don't even know want you to come to their house, because you bring something to the table. Everybody loves a great band. And because of the ones that I had happened to be put in, but what I'm wondering my lesson is, what's my lesson? I mean, these are the most amazing bands, and then they break up. Then I decided to put my own show together, and it came to me, a vision, cosmic beam experience, the beam. And I built it, and then I had my troubles. Remember I told you I did a gig in the CIA and the FBI and everybody was there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we were at the concert site, UC Davis, and Jaime, buddy of mine, and I are sitting at the stage on the ground. And we saw all these people in suits. And we're wondering, what's going on? Who are these people with suits? And then all of a sudden, the suited men walked by us and said, oh, you getting ready for the concert? They just spotted us, I don't know how. So Jaime got up first because he got better hearing. And then he goes, hi, I'm Chip Carter, the president's son. Oh, okay. He said, oh yeah, we're playing tomorrow and getting ready and just come to check out the stage. And guess what? Guess what was in my pocket? Cassette tape of my music.
Oh.
And I had to go to the security first, Secret Service. The guy says, go talk to them first. So they took my tape and they went, okay, you can give it to him. So I went up to Chip and I said, hey Chip, it just happens to be have my music in my, he said, oh really, thank you. Put it in his suit pocket. 3 days later, it was the end of my career. The accident.
You think there's a correlation there?
Yeah, I know. I had 20 years to think about it. How could I go from a high rolling, Shanti was amazing. Amazing. I meet the government in 3 days. I'm in the hospital when my career came to an end. And I'm thinking, don't you understand? America has been working, and Russia, they work with frequencies to destroy. The cosmic beam, believe it or not, and I know this because I heard the beam in a 500 speaker sound system. Do you know what that's like? Shoot the Venus. I mean, it's 500 speakers. I turned around and I went, that's the cosmic beam? You wouldn't believe what the cosmic beam is capable of doing. And you know why I know? A famous rock and roll star heard about it because we were in the Grateful Dead studio in San Rafael on Shanti when I played the beam. I'm mixing stories up. And the word got out. And I was doing concerts at the prestigious Dianne Art Museum in Golden Gate Park, the William Randolph Hearst Room. I was set up there. Guess who's in the audience? The week after, I played at the Grateful Dead studio, and they were bedazzled. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It's like, and it didn't hurt. When you have that many speakers, it doesn't hurt. It's just like you're in heaven. And then 4 months later, I get a phone call from a friend. Hey, Francesco, did you know Mickey Hart's got a beam? He went to 2 of my concerts at the Dianne Art Museum. 4 months later, he's got his own beam. And now I got to hear everybody tell me I got the idea from Mickey Hart. And that hurts. I just had it happen. You remember Chris Mancini, right? I was playing drums there, and it's beautiful, Mika, beautiful Russian girl. Francesco, would you teach me how to play the drums? And I said, sure, come on over. Gave her my address, came to the house, and guess what was in the beam, my bedroom? The beam. Remember how I had you set up? Guess what comes out of her mouth the minute she sees the beam? Oh, you got that from Mickey Hart. So that proved to me that I'm not delusional. Somebody I don't know, doesn't know me, saw the beam, and the first thing out of her mouth was, oh, you got that from, that's how original it is. Oh, you got that from Mickey Hart. I was being interviewed for the Thin Red Line And the guy in the interview, oh, so you got your idea from Craig Huxley. Another thief. No talent, fame and money. Saw the beam, just took it without even asking, not including me and never mentioning my name. So I have a right to have a little bit of perk. I've been taken advantage of so much. And all it's been is a dream of mine to share the love on a grand scale. And the cosmic being can do that. When I heard it through the Grateful Dead sound system, so I'm not going to leave this planet until I play it out.
Okay.
You know, I now know how to present it. I didn't know before, now I do. And I got over 13 major motion pictures in my credibility. Not just small fry pictures, multi-million-dollar pictures. So I now have credibility, which I didn't have before. I don't know, when's the last time you looked up my name on the internet?
Long time.
Check it out. Tell me what you think. Give me your opinion. Type in Francesco Lupica. See what comes up on Google, Spotify.